So the Colts have Fever players out. Sophie was not there, but they give everyone jerseys, and Caitlin Clark, grew up in Iowa, is a Chiefs fan, refused to wear the Colts jersey. She just held it up like this. And she hasn't gone out and said, like, I didn't do this, I'm a Chiefs fan, but the internet was like, she's a real one.
I love it.
It's just like...
Sophie Cunningham just gave an interview that's got everyone buzzing, from criticizing leadership to calling out the league, and even dropping some bold opinions about Caitlin Clark. It's a wild ride. Sophie didn't hold anything back, not even a little, and honestly, it feels like the most genuine we've heard from anyone in months. So, is Sophie being truthful, or is she just trying to stir up drama again? Either way, let's dive in, because her latest interview was absolute gold.
You watching the finals?
I haven't watched.
No.
Hell no. I haven't watched a lick of the WNBA. I don't know what's going on. I talked to my teammates like the day that we did exit interviews and all of that, and I haven't. I need a cleanse. Like, I'm booking vacations. Wes, we need to go on a vacation and do a podcast.
Before we dive deeper, let's get one thing straight. Sophie Cunningham has never shied away from speaking her mind. Whether it's roasting her own team, calling out the WNBA front office, or dropping a few choice words mid-interview, she always says what everyone else is too afraid to. But this time, she went all out. No topic was off limits.
I can win in Rome it. Like, I can be like, I'm here, they brought, like, I'll like put this shit on. Her not doing that is so incredible. I hope she knows how awesome that was.
You said it yesterday, and I was like I'm not surprised by it. I'm not, because you know what? Everyone's always trying to get her to like wear something or do something, and like, her to be like.
The setting was pretty casual. Sophie joined the Show Me Something podcast back in Missouri, sipping coffee from a mug and talking like she didn't care who was listening. No media spin, no PR polish, just pure Sophie. And somehow, between stories about horses, the weather, and even baby fever, she touched on nearly every WNBA headline making waves, especially Caitlin Clark. Take this moment, for example. The Indianapolis Colts recently invited Indiana Fever players to a game, handing out Colts jerseys, a nice little PR gesture. But Caitlin Clark didn't play along. Growing up in Iowa, she's a huge Chiefs fan. So when she got the Colts jersey, she didn't put it on or fake a smile. She simply held it up, silently saying, "Thanks, but no thanks." The internet absolutely went wild. Fans were praising Caitlin, calling her the real one and staying loyal, while memes flooded Twitter like confetti. That's when Sophie weighed in, and of course, her reaction was classic Sophie. She said, "That was awesome. I hope Caitlin knows how cool that was," and laughed, adding, "I'm not even surprised by it." Keep in mind, Sophie wasn't even at the game. She left before the event, but after seeing the video online, she couldn't stop hyping Caitlin. She called Caitlin's choice to not wear the Colts jersey real and incredible. And she's right. Something so small stood out in a league where everyone is expected to play nice and follow the PR script. Sophie said it was her favorite moment of the week and even joked that while she could have smiled and worn the jersey, Caitlin refusing to cave made it even better.
Colts have Fever players out. Sophie was not there, but they give everyone jerseys, and Caitlin Clark, grew up in Iowa, is a Chiefs fan, refused to wear the Colts jersey. She just held it up like this. And she hasn't gone out and said, like, I didn't do this, I'm a Chiefs fan, but the internet was like, she's a real one.
I love it.
It's just like, it's so good. So good.
Honestly, this moment really shows why fans love both of them. Caitlin Clark is unapologetically herself, and Sophie Cunningham is unapologetically loud. When one outspoken player gives props to another, it's a rare moment of mutual respect that fans actually enjoy seeing. But that was just the beginning. Sophie also opened up about her recent controversies, especially the time she blasted WNBA leadership and got fined for it. Remember when she went on that rant saying league executives don't know basketball? Yep, that one. In this interview, Sophie basically owned it. "Yeah, I said it," she admitted. "No, I'm not taking it back." She explained, "I'm not going back on what I said, but maybe how I said it could have been better." Then she laughed and added, "I might have been a little harsh, but it's also just me." Classic Sophie, half apology, half mic drop. She even confessed she's trying to be more mindful because when she swears, people sometimes act like she doesn't know what she's talking about. Sophie put it bluntly, "When I cuss, people think I'm uneducated, but I do know what I'm talking about. I just cuss." And honestly, fair point. Her passion is her brand. Then the host asked if she regretted her comments about Kathy Engelberg or the league office. Sophie didn't hesitate. "No, I meant every word. Maybe I shouldn't have cussed, but I meant it." That kind of blunt honesty is exactly what fans wish more players would show. No tiptoeing, no hiding behind media training, just saying what everyone's thinking. But Sophie didn't just talk about herself. She ended up defending Caitlin Clark again, almost unintentionally. When asked if she'd been watching the WNBA finals, she said flat out, "Hell no. I haven't watched a lick of the WNBA. I'm on a break." She added, "Good luck to whoever wins. I honestly don't care who wins." Before anyone judges, she made a solid point. After a grueling season full of injuries, chaos, and drama, she just needed to unplug, a feeling many players relate to but rarely admit publicly. Sophie explained that when you're in the thick of competition, after playing every day and dealing with things going wrong, you need time to reset. Watching other teams right after a loss is tough. So when she said she's on a WNBA cleanse, it wasn't shade. It was pure burnout. Honestly, after the season, who could blame her? She's been relaxing, spending time with family, and just trying to enjoy a simpler life for once. Of course, she still drops those sarcastic one-liners that keep everyone entertained. "I'm booking vacations. I'm over it. There's drama, but I'm done," she said, joking, "Let's talk about fashion instead." Only Sophie could shift from league rants to peacoats and Christmas trips in the same breath. But let's circle back to that Caitlin Clark jersey moment, because it revealed something deeper. Sophie didn't just find it funny. She found it powerful. It showed that Caitlin knows who she is and doesn't feel the need to please everyone, a rare trait in a league where players are expected to be polished and grateful. Sophie even said she hopes Caitlin realizes how iconic that small moment was. And honestly, she's not wrong. That clip of Caitlin holding the jersey quickly became one of Caitlin Clark quickly became one of the most shared WNBA posts of the week. It radiated confidence without a single word, and Sophie called it awesome. Fans couldn't agree more. After all, Caitlin could have done the usual PR move, smiled and put on the jersey, but she didn't. She politely held her ground, and fans loved it. That's why Sophie connects with her. Both are real. They don't fake moments for social media or to please the league. Midway through the interview, Sophie shifted gears to discuss the consequences of being outspoken in the WNBA. She explained that she feels a responsibility to represent players who can't speak up publicly. In her words, "I represent a lot of people who don't say stuff, so I want to make sure I say it right." That's a rare level of self-awareness. Sophie knows her platform matters, not just for herself, but for players who risk fines or losing sponsorships. She's loud, yes, but it's not just noise. She genuinely cares about what she says. Sophie Cunningham just gave a no-holds-barred interview that's got everyone talking. From calling out WNBA leadership, saying they might be good business people, but they don't know basketball, to defending Caitlin Clark's bold jersey moment, Sophie was unapologetically herself. She admitted she's on a WNBA cleanse to reset after a chaotic season, focusing on family, vacations, and even joking about winter fashion and Christmas trips. Yet even in downtime, she's real. "When I cuss, people think I'm uneducated. I do know what I'm talking about. I just cuss." Sophie also owns her controversies, like blasting league executives, and said she won't back down. "No, I meant every word. Maybe I shouldn't have cussed, but I meant it." She explained she speaks for players who can't risk fines or losing sponsorships. Rare level of honesty and self-awareness in the league. Through it all, she hyped Caitlin Clark without fake praise. That was awesome. I hope Caitlin knows how cool that was. Both of them pushed back against expectations, and fans love that authenticity. At the end of the day, Sophie didn't soften her opinions or fake excitement. She gave honesty with personality, reminding everyone why she keeps the WNBA interesting, calling out leadership, supporting bold players, and still joking about peacoats in the same interview.